Hey guys, Sean here. It's about almost 4 a.m. I'm just really bored here. Not even tired yet at all, really. So I thought I'd just do a movie review, pass the time and whatnot. And I figured, like a few weeks ago, I did my review of The Mask, the Jim Carrey classic, as part of my birthday, like a birthday edition. So I thought I'd do a follow-up review on that and do its crappy sequel. So yeah, basically the history behind it is after the first movie, Jim Carrey stated in interviews he was gonna get X amount of dollars to do The Mask 2, and then Nintendo Powerhouse had a contest for the winner to appear in the movie, and the sequel was apparently in development hell because they couldn't get Carrey back because he didn't want to do a sequel after, I'm guessing, having a bad experience on Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. So Jim Carrey bailed out, and then either they just decided not to bring Cameron Diaz back because of it, or she bailed out too, whatever, I don't know what happened. But apparently the sequel was in development hell for 10 years or so, and then finally we got the piece of shit known as Son of the Mask. So, what is this abomination to my childhood? What is this cinematic raping to my childhood about? Well, like I said, it takes place 10 years after the first movie. It's basically about a new character who basically gets the mask. And yeah, it says about an aspiring cartoonist from Fringe City who has just had his first child born with the powers of the mask. Yeah, pretty much that. So, yeah, pretty much it's about this guy whose kid is basically born with the powers of the mask. That's it. Now, that's an interesting concept, but you know what the problem is? It's wrong. It's bad. Why is it bad? Because here's the thing. Oh, this movie's rated PG. The first one was PG-13. This one's PG. The second movie is PG. But here's the problem with that. And I think one of the reasons is, whereas the first movie was fun for kids and adults, the second movie is geared way more towards children. But the problem with that is, it has creepy imagery, and mainly creepy imagery. It has creepy imagery, bad effects, bad acting, and you have Jamie Kennedy, Alan Cumming, freaking Nightcrawler himself from the X-Men movies. You have freaking Nightcrawler in this movie. Trailer Howard, Stephen Wright, Cal Penn, and Bob Hopkins. Okay, great cast. But here's the problem. They have nothing to work with. This script, the writing of this movie is terrible. Terrible writing, which makes bad acting, creepy as fuck imagery, and this is really geared towards kids? Holy shit! Okay, now, let me say this. When I first saw this movie, I thought it was okay. I thought it was a great movie. I did. Just like my friend Parker with the Amazing movies. He thought they were good movies, but typical fanboy reaction. But after watching Son of the Mask again, like, recently, I haven't watched it in a long time, but the last time I watched it, my God, this movie, Son of the Mask is a cinematic raping of my childhood, which was this movie. Now, like I said, loved the first Jim Carrey movie. Loved it. Favorite Jim Carrey movie in my life. But the sequel, Son of the Mask, rapes it under the coals. And I don't blame the actors. I really don't, because they're given crappy material to work with. Especially Alan Cumming. Right there. Especially Alan Cumming. Don't blame him. He's given a crappy script to work with. I don't blame Bob Hopkins, because he's in all this makeup and playing Odin. Oh my God. And Bob Hopkins, may he rest in peace, but he had nothing to work with in this movie. And basically, we get another plot in this movie that apparently Loki is trying to recover the mask from Earth. Okay, where were you in the last movie, dum-dum? Yeah, Flintstones reference because he plays the voice of Gazoo, or Gazoo in Viva Rock Vegas. So Flintstones reference by calling Alan Cumming a dum-dum. Or Loki a dum-dum, I should say. And yeah, for being our main protagonist, Jamie Kennedy only wears the mask in this movie twice. The dog wears it more than he does. And speaking of the dog, okay, you know how they say in the first movie that the mask only works at night? Fuck that bullshit. In the second movie, it works during the day, apparently. Okay, whoever wrote this movie, who's the writer? Lance Calizel, whatever your fucking name is, dude. You apparently did not watch the first movie, because it states clear as crystal, it only works at night. But no, apparently, being we don't have anybody from the original movie, outside of Ben Stein, who makes a cameo in this movie at the very beginning, goddamn, that we can just do whatever the fuck we want. We don't have to abide by the rules of the first movie. Yeah, you do, and you didn't do it. So, yeah, the movie's terrible. I basically only have it because it comes in this double feature. Otherwise, I would get rid of it. But yeah, it comes in this double feature with the first movie, and that's pretty much the only reason why I bought this double feature was because of the first film, and it's a single disc, 2 movies on 1 disc. See, right here, 2 movies, 1 disc. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, Son of the Mask basically rips scenes straight from the first movie. Like, okay, you guys remember at the scene where Stanley's at the Coco Bongo, okay, and he walks up to the I guess musicians and kind of spins them around and their clothes change. Yeah, we get that in this movie too. In this piece of shit too. It's like, oh my god, you're really ruining my memories. And then we get a dance number, right? And then in the first movie, we had a couple dance numbers. One was with Stanley and Tina, you know, having a dance, you know, good scene. And the next one was the Cuban Pete one. Well, they kind of ruined both those in one fell swoop. With this movie, there, it's hard doing when you have a double feature. But yeah, they ruined that by having Jamie Foxx's character ruin not 1, not 2, but 5 musical styles. And annoyingly so. All in one fell swoop. Yeah. This movie's terrible. I don't know why it was made. To me, I view this as a standalone sequel, really. It has nothing to do with the first movie outside of the Ben Stein performance. And hell, like what Nostalgia Critic said, the dog from the first movie is probably dead at this point anyway. And funny enough, the little doggy in this movie is named Otis. Now, doesn't that seem weird? Because the first movie's dog was Milo. The second one was Otis. Oh yeah, Milo and Otis. I don't know what that was, but still weird. Oh yeah, and I forgot. This movie has way too much goddamn wide-angle lens. And then the scene where Tim Avery, played by Jamie Kennedy, I said Fox earlier apparently, forgot to say it. And his wife, Tanya, played by Trailer Howard, go in for an ultrasound, and Tim somehow sees the baby, you know, dancing the Cuban Pete number from the first movie. But then when Tanya looks, the baby's all normal, happy. But yeah, even doing the Cuban Pete thing, her insides would be freaking jello by that point. But it's a movie, goddamn, but nope. And then apparently, out of nowhere, the baby wants to get rid of Jamie, put him in the mental house. So the baby started doing all this crazy stuff to make him go crazy. Then all of a sudden, the baby likes his dad again. the dog wants to get rid of the baby out of jealousy, you know, obviously. There's so much shit wrong in this movie, I could do a whole hour rant on it, but I'm not going to. Like I said, love the first movie, second one sucks, and yeah, that's my opinion. If you want my advice, just watch the Jim Carrey classic. Stay away from this piece of shit.